Hey, just thought I'd live stream a little bit. I had a few minutes. Just kind of doing a little bit of grind. I've met the sole minimum for the event, and that was pretty much all I planned to do. But my portal stone's refilled, and nothing like some easy XP for my Titan. So I'm out hitting a few bigger bases here, just trying to get a little XP. Couldn't really tell if anybody else was live streaming. I didn't get any alerts, so thought I'd just jump on for a little bit. I'm trying to decide if I should, on my mini account, I started using is it Solgor? I started using him a little bit because I thought, well, if I could at least get him to 21, for the Thor event coming up on Wednesday, there's a good chance that it's either going to be Lightning Titans are going to be a boost, or Champion Titans going to be a boost. Well, I don't have a 4-star champion on my mini account, but I was lucky enough, thanks to Anthrax and Non-Toxic Rogue Squad, I was able to hop in for the end of the event, since I had opened up, and I think I took that account, probably, I think I had over 2,000 hits against it for the event. Not necessarily all of the hits were from Non-Toxic, but I opened up as much as I could for the members to get their souls, and so my reward was I got to come in and get the 4-star Alliance reward, since we had one opening. So I've been trying to work on him a little bit on that mini account, but I don't want to I don't want to waste too much time on that account. It's a cool account, but it's not my main account, so I don't spend a ton of time on it. But I'm trying to get on this one. I've got Siegfried. This one right now I'm just trying to use, and it's just because he's a cheap Titan and cheap troops that I can run around with. I'm just using him, and I was kind of watching Boganara's Thor video, and I just finished with it, so I'm actually gonna turn back over to my own account and see. There we go. This is the Brawler event, isn't it? This is the thing I called. Yeah, there we go. Brawler event. Okay. Wasn't sure if I had the right title or not, but I do. So I generally like to come over here and hit drum because I get 303 XP for my Titan, but he happens to be all bubbled up, and the gray area is all bubbled. He does have, okay, he's got some land of 252 is not bad. Just trying to remember I thought there was somebody else over here that had level 25. Give me 1 second here. I'm not sure, my dog's barking downstairs. Let me go see if they're just messing with her or what's going on. Hang on. Apparently the dog wanted a snack or something. It's getting a little... She doesn't bark very often, so I was a little concerned there. So 262, that's not bad. See, Shooter had... I don't remember if he had lands open or not. Let's see who's hitting me. Daneth is. I could have hit Daneth. Here we go. He just, he only gives 220 though. Yeah, there were some other 250s open. I could get a little more XP. Let's see, it's a 230. I'd rather get, if I'm gonna hit and I'm just trying to level up a Titan just a little bit more, I'd rather go for higher XP. I don't think, no, we did have some lands open. I don't remember. Alright, I'll hit this, but it's pretty cool going in and using 3 militia with Siegfried. And what relic do I have? I just have Iron Mace, which boosts archers, but also to boost my damage and Titan armor piercing. Then I have the Earth Shaker, but it's only at level 3, but it does help a little bit. Ice kind of bothers him a little bit, so I went ahead and threw my dragon helm on that I had some ice resist. It's been handy. Oh shoot, I've been running around with that. I've been running around with that relic. I had to buy, I wasn't entirely sure I was going to hit the 3,500 soul minimum, and I didn't want to risk it, so I went ahead and burned 2 of my tokens. You know, not super happy about it, but you know, whatever it takes for the to get the alliance and to meet the minimum, so at least I don't get booted. But to kind of help out with my militia, because they already have a ton of health, I'll show them to you in a minute. I want to put this this other relic on here. Yeah, that one's cool, but not really. I'm gonna use this one, I think. It gives me 36% for my militia. Let's see, my militia here. I mean, look at those things. 46k health. You know, close to 47,000 health. I mean, that's insane. You know, that's almost like a, what is that? Maybe, it's a lot anyway. I don't really use Spearman with him yet much right now, because I want to get his last skill opened up, so I got to get to 51. But I'm still, you know what, I'm still not entirely sure that I'm going to use Spearman with him unless I'm using him on defense. I haven't quite figured out. I like the speed of the militia. I like the health buff that they get, because they just live. You know, they can sit there and take out and take quite a bit of damage. So I haven't really had much use for Spearman. I use them a little bit when I do, you know, full battles, and I take my archers in. You know, maybe I'll take a couple Spearmen in to help kind of buff my archers, so my archers don't get taken out. But for the most part, I just use militia. And like I said, they're cheap. They take a minute and a half to train, and they cost like nothing as far as food. And mine are level 18, which is kind of nice. Matter of fact, when my Panthers get done going to 19, I will probably upgrade militia, just because I do use them a lot. And then my archers are lagging a little bit. I might do the archers. But, my Imperials, we'll see. But I like the strength of the militia, so I'll probably do those next, since I may have enough. And with the next event coming up on Wednesday, that's basically in 3 days. Will my Panthers be done? I can't remember how much time was left on them. Panthers, 4 days, so no, not quite done. So, but by the time they're done, so I'll have enough food saved up to probably go ahead and start the militia, which I think will be a big bonus for me. I think I have a spell upgrading, terror upgrading. So hopefully with that event, with it being as long as it's going to probably be, it should be about 5 days or so, possibly 4 days, 4.5 days, that maybe I can get 2 upgrades going. I never really know where to stick this icon for YouTube gaming. It's kind of annoying. It takes up a lot of a tablet screen when you're trying to do this. The nice thing too on these lands, and having Siegfried as high as he is, and having the militia this level help, pretty much all I have to do is auto battle and just let them go. They all do their thing, and you know, they're not super fast. I'm not doing 9-second battles, but you know, that works. It gets done, and I don't have to sit here and be like, oh, you know, I don't have to watch my army. I don't have to watch my Titan like I would with, you know, if I was using a ranger. He just attacks. And so he does pretty good. I've really only used him in events. I was thinking about taking him to 50. You know, I've talked about my level 50 Karn, and I didn't want to sacrifice him, and I kind of made up my mind that, yeah, I was going to go ahead and do it. And then Boganar reminded me of the Pantheon that's coming, and you know, it's like just right when I'd made up my mind, the Pantheon's not even here, and it's already causing me a headache. So I was like, well, okay, he's the only Karn I've got, and he's maxed. So I was like, okay, I'll wait. So I saved him. Bo saved him. Karn doesn't even know it. He was saved at the last minute. So I'm getting 252 a hit. And I'm just trying to get XP right now. We were trying to get in the top 50 for the Alliance reward, but unless some people jump on and burn some gems or something, I don't think we're gonna make the top 50. I'm kind of surprised that there was as much interest as there was, but I guess some people wanted Avalos, but yeah, I'm not, you know, not really interested in that. It would be nice to be in the top 50 and get another food Titan maybe. Because I'll have to look at the top 50 reward. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head, but it's not something I really need. So I didn't really want to put too much into this one. I know with Odin down the road eventually, but Thor coming up, you know, next week. I'm thinking that I'm probably gonna get Thor. I haven't entirely made up my mind. I just have to see what's gonna come out of the event. You know, what's it gonna take to get Thor, and then let's see, drums open. What was Fury's lands? I don't know if he. His is 3. Oh, he's the other one. He had some lands open earlier, but looks like he might have lost some lands. That's a lower one, 242. 242. I was getting 250. Ether had some open, but I think he put defense back on him. And Jerome is still bottled up there. Well, what was I hitting? Kid Wizard? I'll just keep it hitting Kid Wizard. See, is anybody hitting my... I wonder if somebody's hitting my garrison. Tell you what, this season, rank 1, 2, and 3 guys, they pretty much had those spots locked in, like Wednesday, I think. They still just keep pounding us, all 3 of them, and it's like, trying to talk with them's like talking to a brick wall. It's like, hey, you guys have the season locked in. Like, they were so far ahead. I'm like, there's no way anybody else was going to catch up. But they still just want to pound our garrisons, and it's like, okay, this is getting old. So I think after we get our Alliance reward tomorrow, I think I'm going to drop down. I think I'm going to go down to non-toxic dragons. I think I just kind of need a little bit of a break. I'm getting too frustrated with these guys up at the top. They're just so annoying. It'd be one thing if there was like this huge battle and more competition for the top 3 spots, but there's not. And it's just, you know, and when those guys, to me, it's just rude playing. You know, I know it's a war game and everything, but it's like, come on, you've got it locked in. You know, ease up. There's an event going on, and they just don't want to do that. They don't want to listen to anybody. They just want to do their own thing. And you know what? In the long run, I think honestly it's going to hurt them because people are getting ticked off, and it's not just me, and it's not just people in our alliance. It's like the whole league is getting sick of these people. So I think one of these days, when people, you know, it may take some time. You know, it's slow going for some of us, building up our titans and stuff. But I think eventually, you know, this is going to start biting them the way these other alliances, because it's always the same ones. But you know, the way that they treat everybody else on the server and just run over the rest of us because, you know, they think they're better than everybody else, that's going to come back and bite them. And I hope I'm still playing and get to see it, because one day all these people that they're stepping on now, they're going to get bigger, and they're really going to be able to start hitting them back. And that's what I want to see. You know, I just don't have some of the big titans, and it's not really the titans that's holding me back right now. It's relics. Relic forging is so insane. I tried to do a different method, and I tried to look at it a different way, and it didn't work. I went 12 forges in a row for a total, this other way of looking at it, but it was for a total of 117%. I just sat there and I just kept doing forge after forge, and it didn't move. So it was like, man, right away I busted a theory that somebody had come up with to a different way to look at forging, and it just didn't work. So it was kind of a little sad, a little let down. I'd saved up a bunch of relics, and you know, I did those 12 forges, and yeah, it was frustrating. They really need to fix that system, because in this game it's not all about the titans. You got more than just the titans to make your count. You got to have those relics to go with it, and if you can't get relics to move, you're going to be stuck. There's only so much you can do without the extra boost from relics. And I've got so many past event relics that I can't get forged, because I'm still trying to work on relics from a year ago. You know, so it's hard. And then I have these new divine relics, these 5-star relics, and I can't get them to move, and they're so expensive to forge, to attempt to forge. And it just gets frustrating. And now I'm out of stones. Am I gonna buy any? Let's see where we're sitting for the alliance. Where are we? We're at 61. Yeah, we're not top 50 here. Let's see what 50 is. Yeah, we're 86,000 souls behind. Yeah, I don't see that we're gonna catch up. Our alliance minimum was 3,500. Definitely looks like we have a few. We only have 3 left to hit that. So, you know, we got 200, another. It's actually 120, 170, and about 800. So, yeah, we're not gonna hit that. I'm trying to save all the portal stones for the next event. So we should end up with an epic token instead of Calcur, and I don't have a Calcur, but you know what? I'm not a collector, and I'm sure the Pantheon will probably be nice, but I'm like, I'm not at a point that I can just sit back and be like, yeah, I'm gonna collect all these Titans, because it's just not realistic right now. let's see what we got here. I got plenty of VP. I got 2 portal stones. I got all my lands. I have 5 builders, and they're all slaving away right now for me. So I'm kind of stuck. It's like I got at least a day and 21 hours to my next builders free. I don't think I have anything sooner than that. I did start my Alethan Palace because I had the gold, so I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and get it going. Will allow me to take the Imperials to 19 if I want to research or upgrade those. I do need to work on food storages. I got 1 going right now, and I'll probably, when this next one, when a builder becomes available, I'll probably go ahead and start another one so I can kind of protect a little bit more of my food. Let's see, there we go, Kid Wizard's getting some, Danath is getting a few hits in. So let's see, I do have a couple portal stones I picked up, so let's go look at a couple more hits. I see at 50, I'm gonna I'll have to collect those. But this other 50 I might be able to use for the next event, and that 200 I should be able to use in the next event. And I'm low on relics. I really need 20 plus more relics before I go and try to do another forge, since I'm having so many problems. Let me go back up here to Kid Wizard. So I try to completely fill up on relics, so that way I can at least do more than 1 at a time, or more than one forge at a time. And I typically have plenty of food, so I don't really worry about that too much. You know, some of these lands, like this one's at night. He's got kind of a cool sheen from the moon on his suit of armor there. I don't know how well it shows up on YouTube. I should see if I can find one of these lands that's like a daylight land. You get some awesome reflections off of his armor. I don't know if I've noticed it so much on my phone, but you know, I'm playing on a 5.5, 6-inch phone versus my, what is this, 7, 8-inch tablet. You can just see stuff a little better on the tablet. Let's see, I think I had, ooh, I got some more. I got another land, food land, there we go. Oh, I think I see over in my list on YouTube that Lieutenant Lou is streaming. She's not in non-toxically, so I don't think she is, but she is a streamer for DOT, which is pretty nice. I have mine up and running here on the PC, so I can see when people comment and stuff, so I can reply back. you ever noticed sometimes that if you guys, I don't know if it's just Siegfried, because I haven't used champions that much. Sometimes, I could be. I could eat eventually. Yeah, I could eat eventually.
If I start cooking it now, it would be ready in the next
Yeah, I could do that. But sometimes Siegfried, I think he gets kind of stuck. Sorry, my wife was asking if I was going to be hungry. It's 5 p.m. here, so getting kind of close to dinner time. But sometimes Siegfried, he gets kind of stuck. Like instead of doing his normal winning battle stance, he like walks around in a circle. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He just sits there and he goes around in a circle like 3 times. I think he walks around in a circle. I'm like, it's kind of funny. Let's see. Ursula, aka So Fetch, does attacks this one. Of course, he was using a ranger, but he attacks this land a little differently. So I'm gonna kind of try it. It's a tad different setup. Let's see. I wonder. Yeah, go ahead and do that. And I was hoping this panther here would actually go to the right, but I thought maybe 2 militia over there he would go, but he's gonna come over here anyway. Eventually. Maybe. Those other militia over here might actually... Nope, yeah, see, they took him out. See, that's pretty awesome. Like 46k health. You know, and I put the scimitar, which is only a level 4 on there, so they do a little bit of damage, but you know, and granted, I know these are event lands, so you know people aren't putting any kind of buffs or anything, but it's still kind of cool to see them taking out higher panthers like that. Oh, check that out! Got a 2-star Tauren. Nice. It's like, give me the 2 stars. Good food for later on. I think I had a couple of them and I fused them off. But I did save one, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, what is he? Just had to use a paladin, I think. Let's see, I've got collected 2 since I did my last fusion events. This one's got earth, physical, and poison. It's not bad. You know, sometimes these 2 stars, if you take the time to max them out, they're usually not bad. Wait, did I just click on the same one? Or do they both have identical skills? It's physical, earth, and poison. Did this one seriously have the same skills? Earth, just different order, yeah, but it was basically the same skills, just different order. That's kind of cool. So I won't, next event, I definitely won't have any problem fusing one of those off. Got a couple skein here. On my mini account, I actually have a skein maxed out, and I put him on the land, which is kind of nice with the few Goliath. What's the other one? What's he got? Let's see, this one resists physical, lightning, and lightning. Yeah, here's a good lightning titans are on the roll. You know, it might be good to start saving some lightning defense. See if Lako got anything interesting. This one. It's going to resist ice. Look, Tash. So this one's got resist against lightning. So some of these 2 stars might be worth starting to use. See, I'm using this 4-star scimitar, so you know, I'm not getting a huge damage buff, 36%, but nothing major. Yeah, so now I'm kind of at a amount of stones. Like I said, I had no. God, dang it. See, this is one of those things. This is why they need a confirm button. I cannot believe I didn't. What a waste. What a waste. Oh, that seriously ticks me off. They need to implement a confirm button. I cannot believe I just did that. I'm ticked off. Seriously mad now. I rarely make a mistake like that, and I was trying to move so I could flip through that, and I accidentally just tapped it. That's annoying. Seriously annoying. Well, so I guess I'm going to do a few more hits, and I'm going to go ahead and burn that bottle of light I accidentally got. That's just stupid little things like that that just make me angry at Natural Motion that they can't, that they have not implemented that now. It's like, why is it taking so long to put a confirm button in there? I mean, they've had plenty of time to do it. Like, what's the holdup? I can't believe I just wasted that. I mean, because this bottle, you know, do I really want to do that? What if I just save it? It's a 3-star. It's not going to really gain me that much. You know what? Forget it. I'm just going to save it. Can't believe I did that. Oh, that irritates me. Bottles of light seem to come around. Bottle light events seem to come around. I'm just going to hang on to it. I'm so mad I don't even want to use it. I'll just sit on it. I have a couple other event like, where's the relic filtering? Why is it not out? You know, what's the holdup? Why does it take so long? See, there's the 2 2-stars I used earlier, but I have like I have this frost globe. You know, I'll probably have to save that one for a year before I get to use it, but I'm like, I don't want to just waste it. I didn't know when I first started that these relics would work in future relics, so I know way back there was some relics I forged off just thinking that they weren't any good, and yeah, now I know better, but oh well. That's frustrating. Very frustrating. Can't believe I wasted that. Well, I'm not going back into that box anyway. I was gonna look and see what all I had, but not wasting that one. I got so many relics I need to work on, and it's just so hard to take them to level 10. And like the one that I'm currently working on is actually this mount armor. And yeah, I already have one at level 10, but you know, I need more than one. And it's physical resist. This one's physical resist, and more than likely this one's going to be physical resist too. It's like another problem in the game that they can't seem to fix. All this stuff keeps dropping, and it's all the same resists. It's annoying. This one will probably be physical too, but I'm gonna, you know, cross my fingers and try to level it up. I think level 6 or 8. 6 or 8 will let you know what the resist is. But I just really want to get this one to 10 so I can start on the next one. I just want to end it. Maybe I'll just try one. What the heck as well. I've had